The degree of development of a country's military strength is of great significance to the measurement of a country's overall strength. This will also affect its international influence and international status. With China's rapid rise in recent decades, many countries have been shocked, even fearful. These include the United States, which is in a hegemonic position, and China's neighboring countries, Japan and South Korea. For this reason, the Biden administration is actively uniting its allies to form a strategy of encircling and suppressing China, intending to suppress China from all aspects, thereby curbing China's development. The Japanese Kishida government is a good helper for the United States. Chinese people love peace and cherish peace. But if the Japanese devils dare to provoke China and attempt to invade China again, China will be like a lion and a fierce dragon, strangulating Japan on all sides by sea, land and air to protect its homeland. The People's Liberation Army has always been considered the most powerful land force in the world, and has defeated opponents such as the United States in war history. With the rapid advancement of the People's Liberation Army's military science and technology level, the current Chinese army has become the largest force in terms of military strength and advanced equipment level. China's rocket force ranks first in the world. Low cost, flexible and rapid deployment, and huge firepower coverage. With a range of 200 kilometers to 500 kilometers. Unlike China's powerful combined brigades, Japan adopts a divisional structure. Japan also has advanced military equipment, especially in electronic technology. It's a pity that the Chinese army is no longer the Millet Plus rifle of World War II. After the war, the Chinese army developed rapidly. With more than 4,000 main battle tanks, its long-range fire suppression far exceeds that of Japan. If Japan wants to defeat China on land, it is simply impossible. China's laser weapons are ahead of Japan in many aspects. Once used, Japan will scurry away. Many people may have misunderstandings and think that the author is enjoying himself. In fact, in the early stages of World War II, due to the corruption and incompetence of the Qing government, Japan took the opportunity to use its navy to defeat the Beiyang Navy and win the Sino-Japanese War of 1888. It received huge silver compensation and plundered Taiwan's people to use it to develop Japan's military industry. During this period, some American quality masters such as Deming went to Japan and were reused, which played a certain role in the development of the sophisticated Japanese military industry. Many years have passed since the incident, and China has learned from the painful experience and vigorously developed a military power. After the war, China attached great importance to the development of naval power. On June 4, 1999, the Valiant aircraft carrier purchased by China from Ukraine was ready to return to China. Because Turkey was instructed by the United States to block the aircraft carrier from returning to China. Previously, the United States with evil intentions came to intervene in the Chinese shopping aircraft carrier incident and demanded that all electronic systems and power systems be dismantled. During the Cold War, the two major military powers, the United States and the Soviet Union, in addition to nuclear weapons, were stepping up their efforts to build aircraft carriers. Aircraft carriers occupy an important strategic position in today's era. On September 25, 2012, the conventionally powered aircraft carrier Liaoning modified by Valiant was officially launched, ending China's history of not having an aircraft carrier. Afterwards, the Shandong and Fujian ships were launched one after another. The Fujian ship should be put into service in 2024 or 2025. At the same time, China has 50 destroyers and the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force has about 40 destroyers. Because Japan was a defeated country in World War II, it was not allowed to build aircraft carriers. When it comes to ghosts on the sea, nuclear submarines that are the nemesis of aircraft carriers, Japan does not have them at all. Maritime power, China is completely victorious, such as simulated war, because Japan purchased a large amount of Tomahawk missiles and F-35B stealth fighters from his godfather. But the Dongfang 26 equipped by the People's Liberation Army will be the nemesis of the Tomahawk. China's Dongfeng 26 missile is a long-range strategic weapon with an ultra-long range and can carry 1,300 kilograms of conventional missiles. Not only can it defeat Tomahawk missiles, It can also easily destroy large ships and even cruisers. The strike power of this missile enables China's combat effectiveness to greatly surpass that of the United States. Its success in defeating Tomahawk missiles is mainly due to its sophisticated guidance system and excellent flight performance. Dongfeng 26 can quickly locate and track Tomahawk missiles through advanced technical means, making it impossible to escape. In addition, the precision strike capabilities of the Dongfeng 26 also surprised the US military. This ultra-long-range weapon can accurately hit the target, exceeding their expectations. China's fifth-generation stealth fighters are no less effective against the F-35B. If the United States does not join the war, the Chinese Navy will paralyze Japan within 4 hours. The Chinese Air Force currently ranks second in the world in terms of the number of fighter jets it equips. With more than 200 J-20 fighter jets, 300 J-16 fighter jets, more than 500 J-10 series fighter jets, and about 350 J-11 series fighter jets. There are 200 J-7A fighter jets, 240 J-7 and 36 J-8 fighter jets, of which the J-7 and J-8 fighter jets are being retired. For UAVs, early warning aircraft, bombers, and transport aircraft, China is also better than Japan. During World War II, the Chinese Air Force was very weak. In Japanese dramas, it is impossible to destroy Japanese planes with grenades and shoot them with machine guns. But things are not what they used to be. China's Air Force suppresses little Japan at an absolute level. On October 16, 1964, China's first atomic bomb successfully exploded in Lop Nur, Xinjiang. Little Japan was severely damaged by 2 atomic bombs dropped by his godfather during World War II. Little Japan shivered when he estimated whether the United States would have a third one. China knows that without the atomic bomb, it will be bullied. After years of development, China's missile development is at its peak. Missiles that can carry multiple nuclear warheads are even more frightening to opponents. Chinese missiles that cannot be intercepted are not only a nightmare for the Japanese, but also a nightmare for the United States. Chinese people love peace, and those who dare to invade will never come back. Anyone who offends China will be punished no matter how far away.